Texas, Alexis Oliveras. And number 54, a senior from Mwanza, Tanzania, Joy Nguma.
Welcome to Hillsboro, Kansas, and the home of the Tabor College Blue Jays. Beautiful night here for a soccer game, and we're getting ready to start with Tabor College women facing the York College tonight. The York College women drove down here from York, Nebraska for this game tonight, and the lineups have been announced by the PA announcer, and teams are now huddling up and doing a few last-minute preparations before the start of the game. Just to quickly go over the visitors' lineup. Number 1, Sam Blazek in the goal. Number 7, Elizabeth Ryan. Number 9, Shaylee Bolins. Number 10, Justine Medina. 16, Stephanie Dye. 17, Carmen Zabala. 18, Madison O'Donnell. 19, Amber Jimenez. 21, Brianna Bimbenek. 22, Madison Kinney. 23, Jasmine Pineda. Head coach, Stefan Skillman. And now for your home team, the Blue Jays, the starting lineup for the Blue Jays tonight. In the goal, number 1, senior. Well, let's start with, what you're seeing on your screen isn't exactly right. Coach Thompson has decided to go with the seniors. And so some of the names that you're going to see up on the screen will not actually be the starters, but some of them will. So we'll just go with what we know here. Number 9, what you're seeing on your screen, Allie Simpson is starting tonight for the Blue Jays. Number 6, Allison Cubbin also starting. Number 5, Hannah Armand, a midfielder from the Colony, Texas. And number 26, Alexis Oliveras, also a senior from Little Elm, Texas. Carla Monroy, number 16, who's a junior from Las Vegas, Nevada. Araceli Wallace Carmona, number 22, also a senior, Yucaipa, California. Courtney Yoakum, number 21, a senior from Valley Center, Kansas. Other starters, number 1, Ruby Ann Fines, 5'4" senior, goalkeeper out of Nova Scotia. Other starters tonight for the Blue Jays, number 17, senior, 5'2", from Mansfield, Texas, Ashley Lara. Number 25, junior from Norwich, Kansas, Darian Garrison. And number 54, Joy Ngaimu, 5'7" senior from Tanzania. So we've got the seniors now being announced. A few hugs going around, and now because of
Courtney Yoakum had that concussion, so they let her start.
Courtney got to start because of her concussion protocol. She'll have to come out of the game, and number 11, Jackie Hurtado, comes in for Courtney Yoakum. Courtney will have to sit this out. Last home game, it's got to be tough to have to sit that out.
Yeah.
But there's more games to be played, and there's also the playoffs coming up here, so hopefully Courtney will be back in the lineup.
Oh, most definitely.
Here in a week or so, maybe even the next game. Throw in for York. York looking to get something going down the sideline, picked off. Now a big bump there by number 21 for York, but no call. Carla Monroy kicks it out. It'll be a throw for York early on in this contest. York has a throw deep in Tabor territory. York able to keep the ball in play. Now it's called out by the linesman. Tabor through. York and Tabor pretty much in the About to say, see, I think Tabor's ahead of York in the conference, if I'm not mistaken.
No, last time I checked, we were 5th. But, I mean, you could be right. It's like, honestly, I don't know.
I was thinking that we were...
I don't know.
Yeah, I was thinking we were ahead of them in the conference. I guess I've got a little machine here that could tell me.
Yeah, I was just like, There's this thing called adulting where I have to work, and so
you don't have time to...
sometimes I forget to look, and I've missed a couple of games, and but I would keep up, obviously, watching online and stats and stuff.
York now with possession at midfield. Tabor making a few futile stabs there at the ball. York brings it up the sideline. Keeps it in barely. Now looking for some way to attack the goal. They do find a way down the side. Carla Monroy with good defense. They've got an offsides call, I believe.
Yep. I think she came from an offsides position.
Cooley, Ruby Ann finds out to try to get the ball downfield. Joy Ngaimu kicks it out of bounds. It'll be another York throw. So most of the action down here in Tabor's part of the field. Pretty risky play there by...
It looked like the ref called it.
Yeah, Ruby Ann Fines making sure the ball didn't bounce over her head, and a York player got in right on top of her, and foul was called by the official. Tabor now trying to get the ball at the side, knocked out of bounds. I thought it was off York, but no, it was not. It was off Tabor. Now Jordan Ngaimu knocks it out of bounds for Tabor, and there'll be a throw in for York. York coming into the game tonight, 5-5-1 overall, 5-5-1 in the conference, 10-6 overall. Ball kicked long for York, now cross. Carla Monroy got a hip on it, went right to the goalie, fortunately. Now goes out wide to Ashley Lara on the far side. Lara brings the ball up. Gets it up to Oliveris, and Oliveris square to Hurtado. Hurtado controlling the midfield, gets it to Armand. Armand looks back this time towards Garrison. Garrison out wide to Cubbin. Cubbin can't control it. Off the touch. The one touch. York now gets back under control. Tabor needs to move up. Stab there. Another shot on goal by York. So York putting quite a bit of pressure on Tabor right now. Another pass quickly out to Lara. Lara brings the ball up on the far side again. Gets it to Hurtado. Hurtado can attack here, but quickly a York player comes on now. This time Cubbins gets loose on the side for just a second. Ball's knocked away by York. Now goes back to Armand in the middle. Armand drops to Garrison. Garrison to Hurtado. Now Hurtado drops back to Simpson.
And Tabor's doing a really good job of, being patient, passing the ball, moving it, letting the ball do the work.
So York 5-5-1 in the conference, 10-6-1 overall, coming into this contest tonight. Tabor, on the other hand, 5-3-2, coming off of a tie the other night with And now I forgot.
Bethel?
I think it was Bethel, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Araceli Wallace, or Carla Monroy getting her head on the ball now. Gets it out to Kevin. Kevin back to Armand. Armand turns, goes the other way, looks for Hurtado, finds her in the middle. Hurtado finds, looked like it was Lara, and then then Armand kicks it up long. Just unfortunate there. Oliveras kicked it just a little wide of Armand. Armand had to stab at it to stop it. Ball down the line and goes out. Gaimu now will come out of the game in place of freshman Kayla Joseph. About 8 minutes gone in this contest. Tabor 5-3-2 in the conference.
Tabor substitution.
And 6-7-2 overall. Joseph with a long ball. Good bounce here. We could have something. Tabor put the pressure on. Garrison drops it back to Simpson. Simpson now looks to look for a second. She was going to switch fields. Now kicked out of bounds off of Garrison. Goes out of bounds. Be it York throw. Tabor could stand to switch fields right here. They could get something, have long enough to get a foot on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look for the passes! To feet!
Kevin putting pressure on York at midfield. York gets away from it, keeps it in. Tapped away by Armand. Now Armand gets it back. Controls to Joseph. Joseph now brings it up field. York intercepts. So York's front line doing a great job of coming back and helping out. Wallace now is going to let the ball right over the line, in line, and it'll be a goal kick for Tabor. Can you have a better conditions for soccer than tonight?
I know, right? It's perfect. When I walked outside from my house, I assumed it was going to be colder. Then I walked outside. I'm like, huh?
And
it's perfect.
The flag is moving just a little bit from wind blowing from the breeze from the south.
And it's not too windy, where to the point where you are dreading going one direction. But I'd say it's really even. And it's a great day for, I would say, any sport to play outside.
Simpson now for Tabor going down the line, looking for Lara, finds her. Lara being showing her soccer skills down there, now gets it away to the middle of the field, but it's about 6 York players back. Now Armand gets it in the middle. Takes it up, looking for Cubbin maybe down the line, picked off by York. Good idea by Armand. Even had the ball up in the air, and a York player made a great play there to pick that ball up out of midair. Now Joseph makes a great play on defense. Now Armand has it again. Looking down the line just to get some relief from, I think just to get the ball out of the middle for a while. Garrison making a great anticipation move there. Kicks it off a York player. It'll be a throw for Tabor.
Don't force the pass!
It looks like we have another substitution.
Number 3, freshman Macy Dara will now check in for senior Ashley Lara. Throw in by Joseph.
Oh.
Flipped over by Armand. Armand hit the back. Be a foul called. Free kick for Tabor. Wallace Carmona over to take the kick. Gets it to Joseph. Now Joseph down the line to Cubbin.
It was offsides.
Cubbin was offside?
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't tell who was off. But number 6, Cubbin, just offsides by a little bit.
Yep, about like 3 yards.
That's a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think she was paying attention to where the line was.
Maybe the back line stepped up on her.
Yeah, too, for the offsides trap.
Yeah. Ball kicked up the line by York. Now there'll be the throw for York. Ball being headed down the line. Now Joseph unable to get control, but it is kicked out of bounds, and it'll be a throw for York. Ball's knocked down the line. Kicked out of bounds again by Joseph. And once again, so it's just York just kind of keeping the ball down here in Tabor territory, down in this near corner. Ruby Ann Fines comes out, knocks the ball away. It'll be a corner kick for York. First corner of the game.
Great save.
You can see it coming. 21 for York. Brianna Bimbinek. Great play there. That ball was going in. If Ruby Ann, I saw the replay here just now, and that ball was curling in if Ruby wouldn't have got a fingertip on it.
She dove well. Great, I'd say, technique. Just Ruby's just a, I would say, how would I say? She's just a well-trained goalkeeper. She has good hands, good technique, and good size.
Here's a question for you.
Yeah, let's see if I can answer it.
You can answer it. Even if it's wrong, nobody will know.
All right.
What's women's soccer like in Nova Scotia?
Cold. I could tell you that. It's cold.
I mean the quality of soccer.
Oh, I would say really good. Because obviously compared to any other sport in the world, soccer is one of the #1 sports there.
Well,
and
when I think of soccer hotbeds, I'm not thinking of Nova Scotia necessarily.
Yeah, I would say Ruby comes from a really good club, and I know her sister's also a goalkeeper too. And I would say the Fine sisters are they're good. They're really good keepers too.
And the quality of soccer in Nova Scotia then is pretty good.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. Good to know.
But I would say soccer is just a beautiful sport, and the quality is great anywhere. Well, depending if you're like in kindergarten, it's just cute watching little kindergartners play. Oh goodness! Well, what?
Wow. Lots of trickeration there for a ball that sailed over the.
That faked me out. I was like, what's happening?
I'm not sure what the point of that was, but.
I mean, I've seen plays similar like that, but it's just one person runs over the ball and the second person, but the whole 2 people go. I'm like, what?
Ball's controlled in midfield now by Hurtado off to Armand. Armand's looking long.
Oh, what a lovely run from Joseph.
And now we're looking at another run down the line by Kevin, but the defense has adjusted. And now they're going to let that run over the inline. It'll be a goal kick for York. York doing a pretty good job so far in this first half. Kind of keeping control of the ball, but Tabor's made a little bit of run here down this last possession. Cubbin unable to get to the ball. Now Simpson with a throw down the line. Looking for Oliveris, knocked out of bounds by York. midfield, controlled by Armand. Back row, Monroy comes up to help out. Now Joseph loses it out of bounds. It'll be a York throw, and they quickly get the ball back in. Throws over the top of everybody. Now Monroy playing good defense.
Oh, wow. It takes some talent to keep that ball in.
Yeah. #21 Bembenek has given us fits so far in this contest.
Oh.
Armand looking for Dara. That's a square pass. Dara was looking for a long pass. Simpson now chasing the ball out. It'll go goal kick for Tabor. So Tabor unable to generate any much of anything on offense so far. Yet to have a corner or a goal or a shot on goal.
Yeah, just from what I'm seeing is York is just applying that high pressure on defense. So I think Tabor will just, you know, once they regroup, they'll find it's just let the ball, you know, do all the work and just quick passes, 1-2s. Oh.
Hannah Armand just hustling like crazy now.
Yeah.
Garrison loses the ball out of bounds, intended for Cubbin. Monroy now kicks the ball away from anybody or everybody. Throw in for York. York College with very similar colors to Tabor, wearing their royal blue with black shorts, moving from south to north. They're the Panthers, though. So it's the Panthers versus the Blue Jays today here at Tabor College on maybe what could be one of the most beautiful nights of the year. And I say that because if you get it, our cameraman would pan up a little bit once in a while. You can see the trees are turning on the far side of the field in the neighborhood just east of us. And it's just maybe the best time of the year. Joseph decides she's had enough of this patty cake over here on the near side, and she kicks it long. And now the ball's moved back. Now Armand decides she'll do the same and kicks it long, looking for Dara and Hurtado or Oliveris. And now the ball's kicked out wide, and York will try to control on the far side, and they do. And they'll try to move up, but Garrison comes up and kicks it away. Now York gets it back. Now Joseph picks the ball off, brings it up quickly for Tabor. Ball's kicked out by York. Great job by freshman Joseph. And there's our foliage that we were talking about. The reds and the greens and the oranges and the yellows. We could just watch that. I mean, we could just look at that all day and just not talk about soccer. We're back to action here. And foul on Tabor. York will have a free kick. Justine Medina gets the ball down into Tabor territory. Kind of Monroy now controlling now. Araceli Wallace with, once again, getting her head on just about anything that comes into the box.
And a good save by Ruby right there, you know, preventing a corner kick.
Exactly. Punt by Ruby and finds. Looking for Cubbin. Cubbin now gets it to Oliveris. Oliveris trying to control. Keeps it in bounds. Finds Garrison in the middle of the field. Garrison has somebody coming on and almost had it away from her and stolen by York. Pressure put on by Garrison. Ball trickles out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for York, I believe.
Oh, good tackle.
Nice tackle by Joseph. That ball barely went out of bounds. Linesman called it. Ball in the corner now. Goes out. Looks like we'll have a corner kick for York. They put 2 people in the corner. Now just 1. Ball's kicked in off the chest of a York player. Now kicked out by Cubbin. Now a header to get the ball back in. Now Simpson doing a good job of getting the ball away from the goal. Hurtado steps in front. See if Tabor can move the ball out a little bit here. If you missed it this afternoon, the football team played here at Reimer Field this afternoon against McPherson Bulldogs, 30 miles west of here, and pitched a shutout for second game in a row. Last week pitched a shutout against Sterling, and today pitched a shutout against McPherson, 24-0. So Tabor's offense is starting to click, and Tabor's defense is really coming on strong now here at the end of the year with 2 shutouts in a row. Throw in York, headed away. Now Derrick picks it up, tries to get it back to a teammate for a kick out, and it's York now with possession again, and another throw in the corner. Ball's now crossed in towards the goal, runs out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick. And substitution for Tabor, number 10, Daniela Rojas. 5'2".
Tabor substitution.
Midfielder usually for Tabor College. Sophomore from Las Vegas, Nevada comes in. She'll replace Allie Cubbin out on the wing. The ball comes to her right away. And unable to keep control of it. York gets it back at midfield. Now Dara hustles back, comes back and makes a great stop. Now Armand looking for a through ball to Rojas. Can't quite get it to her. Ball's kicked out to this near side. Now out of bounds. Rojas keeps it from going down the line. Throw in at midfield by York. Long throw by number 9, Shaylee Bollins. So Lynn, York is keeping plenty of people back, but they're still having pretty good attacking up front, even with keeping people back. Now ball's picked away by Dara. Now Oliveris off to Rojas. Rojas has somebody coming on, didn't know it. Picked off by York.
That's when communication is, pretty vital and key, but obviously I can't hear anything up here.
What are you supposed to say there?
Man on.
Okay.
And so when you say man on, somebody's coming towards you, so you
sometimes you can feel it.
Yeah, or you could hear them.
Yeah. Armand now takes the ball off at midfield, looks for a 3 ball to Oliveris, picks that off. Oliveris switching fields, finds Rojas.
Lovely.
Rojas out for Joseph, unable to get it to her. Joseph was lagging back quite a ways there. Maybe should have been running up a little closer. Ball's kicked up the line, goes
Looks
out
like
of
a big
bounds.
throw in for us.
Fortunately, throw in Tabor. In basketball, we always yelled wolf.
Yep. So I guess I'm familiar with that one.
Soccer, oh, I know you are a basketball soccer player. That's right.
Yep.
Soccer, you yell man on.
Yep.
Or something about on your back or something like that.
I remember when I first started playing soccer, I'm like, man on, what? And then, you know, obviously you adjust to play, and I would say the differences between the two sports, obviously you can be more physical in soccer too.
I don't know, basketball's gotten pretty rough.
Yeah, but you know, in basketball you only have 5 fouls.
That's
I mean,
true.
at least one thing I've learned when I would transition from soccer to basketball, I would foul a lot more when I'm transitioning. They're like, oh, Lynn's still playing soccer.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you could do this shoulder to shoulder and you could knock people off the ball.
Not so much in basketball.
Yeah. I feel like it'd be a totally... Oh, that looked like a handball to me. Oh, great save. Great save, Ruby Dew. Yes!
Araceli gets a hit on the ball, and York able to tap it back in towards the goal. Really skying in the goal.
Showing that vertical.
Yeah. Armand now has time in the middle. Goes past one defender. Now looks up the line, looking for Oliveris. Oliveris controls, gets it over to Hurtado. Hurtado had a chance at a shot there, I think, maybe. Now she looks for Dura down the line. Macy almost able to get that under control. Now kicked out of bounds.
Looks like that save from Ruby caused a little momentum, and I saw a little more urgency on the offense with the Blue Jays right there. Oh, there's the replay.
So did Hurtado have a chance for a shot there?
I mean, she could have if she wanted, but I would say, but it's a little
long,
pretty far out.
Garrison now getting the ball to Dara. Now Hurtado looking across the field, gets to Rojas. Long kick that came all the way across.
That would have been a perfect opportunity. Like when Danny had that ball, Kayla was already, you know, she was jogging. I could see she was thinking about that overlapping run.
Dara puts a little bit of mustard on that ball. Oliveris almost came up with it. Long ball by York. It'll roll all the way back to the keeper. Tabor now with a punt. Ball being booted back and forth now in the middle. Monroy gets it. Tries to get it upfield. Now Joseph, a little control here to Armand. Armand kicking it sideways in the air. Oliveris now coming back to help out. Got a one-on-one with the keeper.
Well done,
Great stop by Ruby. Now we just got to get that ball out of there, and we finally get it almost all the way out.
Ruby's having a great game.
Now Dara has the ball. York putting on a lot of pressure. Simpson kicks it over the inline. It'll be a corner kick for York, and it's not what she had planned, I don't think. York now subbing 3 girls at a time here, 4, 12, and 5 or 6. Could be either one. I can't tell with the ponytail hanging down. Number 4, Heidi Odom comes in. Looks like number 6, Sierra Flores. And 14, Melanie York now gets the ball into the corner and moving away from the goal.
Oh,
Dara
they tried to
making
play that short.
Dara comes up with a great play there. Called for a foul, I believe.
Here comes that trick play thing.
I'm not sure what that does. It's not really moving anybody.
I think it's just trying to I don't know, confuse people, fake them out.
The referee
At least with the 3, it's.
Armand comes in and heads the ball away. Ball's kicked back in, and it rolls across the end line. It'll be a goal kick for Tabor. Checking in for the Blue Jays, number 14, Brianna Simpson. She is a sophomore midfielder from Timnath, Colorado. Also coming in and then coming off is Jackie Hurtado, along with Alexis Oliveras, number 12, Rachel Bennett, a freshman. She is from Canyon Lake, Texas. Also playing midfield tonight as Macy Dara moves up to the point position. Big kick by Fines out of the goal. Flicked on by Armand. Kicked back by York, now out wide to Rojas. Rojas can't quite get to it. Ball is going to go out. Tabor will have a throw at midfield. Okay, Lynn, I've got another question for you.
What's up?
So when you're playing a team that's pretty aggressive, like York is up front, but yet they're still keeping 5 people back all the time, what's your strategy?
Strategy-wise, it's just like let the ball do the movement, just quick passes, especially on and off the ball. So let's say Anna passes the ball to Danny. She got to continue making that run forward and at least trying to take one of those defenders, out of the play. So if Anna runs away and she takes that defender with her, she could leave that gap so somebody could check into that, or Danny could take that ball and continue going forward. It's just constant ball movement, just quick passes and getting it out of that high pressure.
So Tabor hasn't been able to capitalize on that at this point, just because they...
I saw glimpses of it, when they're switching fields, from side to side. All they need to do is just move forward and, see those spaces, make those runs. And so, they're adjusting, and that could be something that they'll talk about in the locker room come halftime.
Simpson now unable to keep it in bounds on the far side. York will have a throw. Well, and here's another similarity to basketball that I've noticed with soccer, that if you stand around and find yourself watching the ball instead of moving without the ball, doesn't make for very good basketball or very good soccer.
It lets the defense just stand there and, they don't have to do too much to defend. They're just standing there. It's like, oh, I'm already good. I'm in my spot where I need to be with, doing the bare minimum. But, if you work the ball and make the defense, move. I got caught watching, sorry. make the ball move. Sometimes you make the defense tired too. But see, look, you're making the defense chase the ball. And that could, cause for some fatigue.
Good idea by Rojas. Picked off though by York. York looking up the line a little bit. Not enough up the line. It'll be a throw for Tabor on this near side by Joseph. Joseph to Rojas. Rojas going to see if she can keep it in. Oh, she does. Somehow getting by a couple defenders. Now gets it up to Dara. Now Dara drops it back. And long kick there. And the goalies touched the ball for maybe the first time in this contest. Quick counter down the far side by York. And ball's going to run across the end line. So York looking to counter quickly. Couldn't quite keep the ball in play. We'll have a goal kick by Tabor. How hard is it to make adjustments on the field before halftime?
As in, like, formation-wise?
Yeah, not so much formation, but just how do you get your players to make adjustments without a halftime, or you don't have timeouts in soccer. So
yeah.
How do you? I mean, you can yell all you want, but until you get them all together off the field at halftime to make adjustments, how do you do it?
I would say the shape of the formation usually does a good job. I mean, if you keep the shape, especially the shape that we play, which is the 4-5-1, and if everyone is, they shift properly and are where they're at, the shape does the work. And so that's usually how you adjust. But you could, I would say, as a player, you could pick up, it's like, all right, this is where I'm supposed to be, or, I was like, oh, dang. Especially if you're trying to drop and play defense and you're out of place, you'll know. Like, you'll know, it's like, okay, next play, this is where I'm supposed to be. But that's how you would adjust. But I would say just the shape. The shape is key.
Number 8, Logan Dye, checks in for the Panthers.
And especially, I would say, with ours, the 4-5-1, it's more of a defensive shape.
Yeah.
And they would look to counter, obviously, when they win it on the defense. And then the 7-11s just break out, find that 9, distribute, off to the races, potential goal.
That's one of the things where soccer and basketball are very different. Whereas in basketball, you see something happening as a coach, you call a timeout and make adjustments. Soccer, that's tough.
And a lot of it is on the players too. Like, you have to problem solve yourself.
Right.
Oh, she was offsides. There you go. Problem solve yourself while you're on the field, and then obviously you'll make the adjustments at halftime. What Coach sees, and then I would say from a player's perspective, you see the game totally different from what the coaches see. Because when I would say transition from a player to a coach, let me tell you, I saw the game totally different when I was coaching and then as a player. Because sometimes you get those, I would call them horse blinders when you're playing and you don't realize it. And then when I started coaching a little bit, and I'm like, whoa, I see the game totally different. I'm just like, man, how much better would I have been if I saw what I see as a coach than a player?
Sure.
And I would say that probably goes for all sports.
Sure. And just being able to sit up here probably helps quite a bit too.
Oh yeah, it's a totally different angle, and I'm just like, oh, this is perfect. I could just perfectly see you down instead of, standing on the end line, and I can't see those angles as well.
York now taking control after the punt by Fines for Tabor. Brings the ball down the line again. Ball's crossed in. Monroy collects it, tries to get it out. Now it's knocked out of bounds or over the end line by York. Another goal kick for Tabor. Throw in for York now. Joseph unable to get past York's defenders. Rubian Fines with another save. Gets it out to Bennett quickly. Bennett bringing it upfield. Beats a couple defenders. Still on the ball, now loses it, but makes York work hard. Out wide to Rojas. Rojas just not enough curve on that to get it towards, looks like she was looking at Dara. The ball just kind of sailed straight instead of having a little curve on it. Now Joseph picks off the ball after the York Player heads. You know, Simpson has it for a second. Bill York gets it back.
Kept that in.
Wallace Carmona with the good defense on the far side. Kicks the ball out. We're now at 3 minutes. This has been seems like it's been a quick half.
Yeah.
Armand now gets the ball out of harm's way. York picks it up quickly though. York now with a good free ball. York unable to control it though, and it'll go across. Oh, she saved it. And Joseph now kicks it out of bounds. It'll be a throw for York, number 27. For Tabor, set to check in. That's Raina Saltero. She is a freshman midfielder from Fort Worth, Texas. And she'll go in to play the point position, and Darrell will drop back into midfield.
I feel like she was standing at center field for a while, but obviously you can't sub in until the ball goes out of play. When it's your possession, I guess. Is this a throw-in or is it a corner? I guess it's a corner.
Corner coming by the Panthers. Ball's hit far side. Of course, it was headed by Wallace Carmona. Who else? And it'll be a corner from the, it looks like it'll be a corner now coming from the other side of the field. Lots of activities at Tabor College in the last 2 days. Volleyball at Bethel last night, victorious, 3 games, 3-0. Today, the football team over the McPherson Bulldogs, 24-0. The start of basketball season has arrived. We've got unofficially the alumni game happening right now, with the women's alumni game happening right now, and then the men's alumni game to follow. And of course, we got women's soccer to be followed by men's soccer. Ambitious kick there by the Panthers, goes sailing over the goalposts, and we're down to the last 20 seconds here in this first half. York controlling most of this first half, going south to north. We'll come back here in 15 minutes, and we'll have switch fields and see if we can go again.
7, 6, 5.
Ball's up to Saltero. Saltero will just hold on to it until time runs out. Rojas gets it, and time has run out. We're all knotted up here at Hillsboro, Kansas. York Panthers taking on the Tabor College Women Blue Jays, 0-0, and we'll be back in 15. to Tabor College. Here we are now at right where we left you 15 minutes ago, 0-0, as the Tabor College women looking to regroup here and put a little pressure on York. Panthers in this second half, both teams unable to convert a goal in the first half. Now Tabor will be going from south to north, wearing the white uniforms, all white uniforms, and try to go through the starting lineups here on the back row for the Blue Jays. Number 9, Allie Simpson, 22. Araceli Wallace Carmona, 16. Carla Monroy, 18. It's 19. Kayla Joseph. Number 11, Jackie Hurtado. Number 5, Hannah Armand. Number 3, Macy Dara. 26, Alexis Oliveris. And it looks like number 6, Allie Cubbin. And running right up with the ball right now, number 27, Rena Soltero. So Tabor now kicking the ball towards their goal. York College picks it off, and now back to Joseph, who picks it off for Tabor. Now gets it up to, looking like Oliveris. York with control of the ball now. Dara putting pressure on. Ball gets out wide here on the near side. Picked off by Simpson. York now controlling in midfield. York with the cross in front of Tabor's goal. Kicked away by Hurtado. York coming right back, gets it out wide to the far side. York trying to make a run now down the sideline, looking to cross the ball. Joseph staying in great defensive position. Ball's now crossed. Oliveris gets a foot on it. Ball keeps coming out, and Tabor with 2 players on the ball gets it away. Armand picks it off, now drops it back to Monroy. Monroy kicks it up to Soltero. Soltero with a little give and go with Dara on the far side. Now Simpson gets it, control of it for Tabor. Get out to the outside. Tries to get it to Oliveris. The ball just goes out over the baseline, or over the sideline. Be a throw in for York. Flicked on by York. Now drop back to midfield. Switch fields by York. Like Cubbin now with the ball on the far side of the field. 2 players from York converge on her, steal the ball, and go down the sideline with Joseph in pursuit. Almost looks like, Lynn, that York plays with a sweeper.
Yeah.
Almost like they have got almost like a 1-4. That back row almost looks like a 1-4. Or 1-3, 1-4. Almost looks like a 1-4 at times. Joseph now trying to get the ball at the sideline, knocked out of bounds by York. Looking for Soltero down the line. Throw in by Joseph. Keeper comes out for York, with Soltero applying pressure. Kicked off the side of the foot a little bit there by the goalie. Garrett applying pressure, gets the ball away. Simpson looking for Oliveris, and York steps in front. Out on York, throw in for Tabor. Throw in goes to Hurtado. Now Hurtado back to Simpson. Simpson finds Oliveris at midfield. Oliveris now surveying the field, drops it back to Monroy. Good job of switching fields by the Blue Jays. Now Joseph has it, brings it upfield. Tabor attacking a little bit more now from the back row. Finds Oliveris in the middle. Oliveris looking for the through ball. Now Dara loses it, and the ball is knocked out by York. So good job by Joseph that time attacking. And looks like it called the ball tipped by Tabor, and York gets the throw in. I didn't see it.
I thought it was our ball.
I'm pretty sure it should have been.
Nope. I respectably disagree.
Exactly. Simpson now kicks the ball towards the midfield. Kevin over there with the header. Now York kicks the ball long, gets it out of trouble. One York player with about 4 Tabor players. Now Kevin once again gets a head on it, gets it towards York's goal. Now kicked out by York, and it'll be a throw by Tabor College. Tabor College Blue Jays applying a little more pressure here early in this second half. Monroy looking up the line for Kevin. Kevin unable to keep it in bounds. It'll go throw to York. So it looks like Tabor's applying a little bit more pressure now than what they had in the first half. Ball's kicked out again by York on the far side. It'll be another throw for Tabor. Joseph faked us all out with that first one.
Yep.
Oliveris loses control now, gets it to a teammate, but Joseph picks it up again. Now Joseph making another run. Everybody needs to come with her. Ball kicked out by York, throw in for Tabor. So Joseph really coming up from the back row and overlapping, making some overlapping runs with the ball.
Yeah, it looks like she's, trying to get involved with that offense, which is great to see. And she's showcasing that pace that she brings to the Lady Jays lineup. She's always fun to watch.
Ball kicked out once again by York. Monroe bringing it up that time, and instead of attacking down the middle, which I know that's probably what they talked about at halftime, is you got to attack down the middle of the field. Because I know that's what they did last game, right out of the halftime break.
And so they're definitely showcasing a lot of, I would say a lot of their showcasing like pressure on the ball, especially on defense, and just making, I would say York's, they look like they're more, on their back heel too. That's at least what I'm noticing too.
Good idea there by Oliveris, trying to go up the line to Kevin. York player gets her head on it. Just been about 3 inches higher. It might have had something down the line now. A little flick by a knee. York now kicks out of bounds again. So York's defense.
Yep. We're definitely catching them on their, on their heels, and the ball's in our possessions, in our attacking half, a lot more this half.
Wallace Carmona trying to get it up to Dara up the line, unable to do so. York now picks it off and kicks a long ball. Tabor right there with Monroy with the head now. Now Wallace Carmona just kicks it out. When in doubt, kick it out, right?
Yep. That's what I was told sometimes when I was younger. When in doubt, kick it out. And I'm like, yes, sir.
Offsides, York. Tabor will have a free kick. Wallace Carmona will come over for the free kick. A little bit bigger leg than Simpson.
That's a good touch.
Gets it to Dara. Dara knocks it back to Simpson. Now Simpson tries to go up the line again. Unable to stay in. Dara puts pressure on the defense, and they can't keep it in bounds. That's one of those where you hear footsteps coming. Simpson now with the throw right here in front of us. Throw to Oliveris. Now Oliveris to Dara. Dara with a nice trap. Tries to go middle. Picked off by York. Hurtado does a good job of toe poking the ball away from the offense, and now slows down the York defense. Ball kicked out, and Joseph now with the throw. Tabor, you can see they've got some ideas in their heads of what to do with the ball when they get it, but it just sometimes doesn't happen. For one reason or another, the ball doesn't get to the right place at the right time. Once again, York player unable to control it. Ball runs out. It'll be another throw for Tabor. Oliveris now with control on the throw. Drops it a little too far back this time.
Swing it. There you go.
Wallace Carmona swings it over to Monroy. Now Monroy has to get there quickly to Joseph. Joseph with some good speed gets it up the line. Kicks a nice long ball to Soltero. Soltero staying with it. And York now steps in front. Soltero will get a little bit too aggressive and knocks her down from behind. It'll be a foul called. And we'll go back the other way with a free kick. Ball runs all the way to the flag, but it'll be a goal kick for Tabor. Substitution coming on for the Blue Jays. Allie Simpson will take a break. And it'll be Taylor Drake coming on for the Blue Jays.
Substitution number 15, Taylor Drake.
Taylor Drake is a sophomore from Overland Park, Kansas. Once again, Oliveris looking for Dara up the line. The ball's just not hit hard enough. York player falls down. Now Oliveris looks for a long ball to Cubbin. Cubbin putting pressure on the defense. Two on one there with York with the 2 and Tabor with the 1. So typically that's not a good thing for any offense or defense or whatever. So 2 usually is better than 1. Dara now steals the ball at midfield. Now takes it towards the goal. Now York gets rid of it. Now Soltero coming on. Armand trying to get the ball away from the York player. Cubbin now knocked down on the far side.
That did not look like it felt good.
Landed kind of awkwardly.
Yeah.
She popped right up though. I'm going to definitely say they're missing Courtney Yoakum in the midfield.
Oh, yeah, they are.
The replay showing a pretty hard fall there. Now long ball into the goal, towards the goal, just sails a little wide. Nice job by Hannah Armand. If that ball bounces a little higher, it could go into the goal. If it was on line, it was just a little wide.
Yeah, it was, say, more towards the B.
Goal kick for the Panthers.
Oh, she's out.
Saved nicely, but it was out of bounds.
Yep, she was.
This will be a throw-in for the Blue Jays. Garrison, Darian Garrison, number 25. Set to check in. Good throw by Drake. One of the longer throwers for the Blue Jays. Now Hurtado tries to get the ball in. And it's saved by the goalie. So nice job by Hurtado. Pretty good leg there. She didn't have a lot of momentum and still got that, hit that pretty hard. Hurtado now gets the ball long. Darrell chasing it down. And it's kicked out of bounds by York. It'll be a throw for Tabor. Darian Garrison now checking in, and Hannah Armand will take a break. Garrison coming from Norwich, Kansas. Throw in towards Saltero. Unable to control it, goes out, and it'll be a throw for York. They quickly try to get it in. Darrow knocks it out. Tabor applying some pressure here on York, trying to keep the ball down in this end of the field. Drake using her body well. Garrison drops it back. Wallace Carmona now gets it out wide to Joseph.
Oh boy.
Joseph didn't quite get there in time. Quick run up by the York player there. Now York trying to get it into. Looks like they're trying to put a cross. Unable to get that there. Now Kevin knocks it long for Saltero. Saltero applying pressure to York. Hurtado now picks up the loose ball and loses it directly. Oliveras doing a good job of getting in the way. Now ball crossed up towards the goal. Kicked out by Wallace Carmona. Hurtado comes up with a big kick. They're going to call it foul on that?
No, I think it should just stick around.
I'm not sure what happened here, but I thought I saw the referee pointing, but maybe just.
I think
I'm
they're
not sure what he
sticking
was
with the
doing.
throw-in.
Yeah.
Unless you're just pointing at the spot where the throw-in's supposed to happen.
Ball knocked up the line, but York was there, but Tabor wasn't. Offsides on York. We've been caught offsides a couple times on the little plays down here on this near side. So, we are down to almost half of this second half gone already. Still no score here at Hillsborough, Kansas. Reimer field. Hurtado gets it at midfield. Kicks it out square to Joseph. Now Joseph looking up the line, beats one player. Again, Joseph brings the ball up. Now gets it off to Coven. Coven looking back to Joseph. Now the ball is stolen. Looked like they had somebody square there, and it would have been a good pass, square ball. Good, nice play there by Monroy. Or was that Wallace?
That was Wallace.
Yep. Araceli coming over from her center position. Substitutions for Tabor. Allie Simpson set to check back in. Number 4 for York coming in, and number 3 for York coming in. Simpson now coming in for Kayla Joseph. Joseph making some great runs in this second half.
She'll probably take a quick breather here and most likely get back in here. That looked like an unlucky clearance.
Looked like Monroy wanted to clear that and didn't get a good foot on it. Ball goes over the inline. It'll be a corner kick for the York Panthers. Close up on the goalie here. Taylor Drake on the near post.
Coven, watch her!
Ball's kicked out wide. Still bouncing around in there. Now finally, Oliveras gets a foot on it.
You call foul?
I think there was a foul called in there.
Yeah, because Hurtado got trucked.
Shirley kicks it out wide for Monroy. Now Monroy carrying. Gets it up to Garrison. Garrison out wide.
Field substitutions. Number 3, Stella Newman. Number 4, Heidi Odom. In for Tabor, number 9.
Seven now coming down up the sideline. Stolen by York, or at least stopped by York. Now Oliveras has a chance to lead somebody here.
Good run by Allie. Well done.
Simpson finds, Oliveras just a foot off the mark. Great pass by Simpson, except Oliveras just couldn't stop her run in time to get back. Simpson and Drake trade places for the throw. Drake was able to get the ball a little further in. Oliveras in the middle of the field, unmarked. Wide open. And now she's coming to the ball. She will get the ball. Gets it off to Dara. Now Dara back to Oliveras. Tapped away. Now Hurtado warding off the defense. Drops it back to Drake. Drake trying to go down the middle. Put a little pressure on their defense, and does. But only momentarily. Nice job by Simpson.
That's a good ball.
Good ball there down the line. Coven just going to have to barely run onto it. Can't get there. Good idea. Ball just ran a little bit too far away from Coven. Looked like she had a chance to get there, and ball just barely got off out the end line. Tabor showing some spark here in the second half. York Panthers controlling a lot of the play in the first half. Now Tabor seemingly controlling it more in the second half. Hurtado with the steal. Now Simpson back to Oliveras. Oliveras has a chance to carry. Gets it to Garrison. Now nobody on Oliveras at all. Miss hits the ball. York picks it off. So everything looking good for Tabor, and then a miss hit by Alexis.
That was a good recovery by Garrison.
Yeah, Garrison making a good, coming back and helping. The referee getting in the way there now, but Dara able to pick it up, loses it to York. It's just like we do 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Hurtado now showing some foot skills in the middle of the field. Now Oliveras the same. Now back to Hurtado. Hurtado has a chance to look up the line if she can get her foot on it right here. Oh, just one dribble too many. Drake hits it at the line, but York able to pick it off again. So Oliveras now showing some skills, taking the ball downfield, attacking. Loses it. Makes a good run back. Now she'll get called for the foul. Here's Sally Walsh. Carmona not showing any effects of the being injured, or at least hurt pretty good in previous contest against Bethel. She went down pretty hard.
Yeah, I knew they were a little worried about that. She did rest a little at practice yesterday, but yeah, she looks good today, which is good. I'm not gonna lie, it didn't make me nervous.
Yeah, Oliveras now out wide to Simpson. Simpson gets it back to Oliveras, or Garrison. Now Garrison in midfield. 2 girls on Coven on the far side. Knocked out. It'll be a throw in for Tabor. Hannah Armand's had her rest. She comes back in for Oliveras. Give Oliveras a rest, and looks like Bennett comes in for Coven. Tabor College showing some spirited play here in this second half. Not letting York control the play like they did in the first half.
Number 27, Melina Melendez.
Carmona Wallace kicks it out. Gives Tabor's defense a chance to recover. Now Ball's kicked
Goal kick.
out again. It looks like it went off a York player who's catching her breath. And it'll be a goal kick for Tabor. Just under 20 minutes left in this contest. Are we looking at extra time again? Is it too early to call extra time?
I'm gonna say too early. I'm gonna wait.
I hope you're right. This extra time is just too much for us.
It's about what 100 and math. I don't know.
110.
Yeah, 110. There we go. That's a lot to play too, especially going back to back. Because Bethel, they went into extra time. Bethany, they went into extra time too, and tied with Bethany.
Senior night here at Hillsboro for the Tabor College women. Last home scheduled soccer game of the year.
So it's like pre-season.
There could be a postseason game here at Tabor, although probably not.
It'll determine on this game, I believe, and also the results of the other teams.
You have to finish in the top left to make it. To get a home game, you have to finish in the top four.
Yeah.
And I think, are we at 5?
We're at 5 right now.
Yeah. A risky move there, but no harm. Another goal kick for Tabor.
I mean, that possibly could have been a foul on her.
It sure looked like there was a foul on the York player. Harrison in the middle of the field. Gets it out to Armand. Now Armand, Bennett. And then Monroy with the header.
Her hands were on her shoulders.
Out wide to Dara. Dara now controls.
Good.
Hurtado now bringing the ball up the middle again.
Good ball.
Finds Soltero. Soltero looks out wide. Finds Dara for a second. Too many York defenders converge on her. Armand now looks towards the goal again. Ball's going to be kicked out by York. Tabor throws.
Well done. That was good pressure applied by Dara right there. Making, the defense scramble and panic, and they just kick it out.
Yep. Drake now looking for a long throw, see if she can find somebody all the way into the middle of the field.
Oh, yeah, touch and shoot that on target. Woo! Woo! That would have been a banger.
And Hurtado able to pick up the loose ball and puts a good foot on it, unfortunately just wide of the goal. Yeah, we've got some more substitutions for Tabor College.
So York just...
Number 8, Kayla Matheny.
Oh, here's a replay.
Let's see how far this missed here.
Oh, if it was a hair to the, to the right.
Jackie Hurtado with a pretty good chance.
Upper 90. That's a hard save. Upper 90 in the corner.
Almost had us a return address there. Matheny in the game now. Almost a dangerous play right there.
Got Garrison with a lovely pick.
Garrison doing a good job of coming back and helping. Hurtado looking for a square ball there. Looked like Bennett knocked down.
I think she could have gotten hit in the face. She was holding her face when she got up. Oh, good pick.
Nice job by Taylor Drake. Unable to save it from going out. Be a throw in. Now Drake back on defense, doing a good job of keeping the ball out of the
well done, Sally.
Sally just steps in front like usual. Ball's knocked over the top. Matheny running it down. Good. They need to get Somebody needs to go for it. Matheny running towards the corner. Ball's going to just trickle over the end line. All of a sudden, it smells like pizza in here.
I know. I was just like. Oh, that's for us?
Substitutions now for Tabor College. Taylor Drake comes off. Kayla Joseph goes on. And Danny Rojas comes on for the Blue Jays with Darian Garrison coming off.
Did you hear him?
York making a little bit of a run here. Wallace.
There goes Zoe winning, the ball of the year.
Wallace Carmona wins every ball she's close to. Matheny now off out wide to look like Bennett.
Oh, loose play in the center.
Substitutions galore. In for York.
Goal kick for Tabor College.
17, Carmen Zavala. Number 8, Logan Dye. Number 5, Sarah Flores.
Oh, look.
And
Wow, there we are. We're on TV. How did that happen?
Oh, the camera right there.
Number 8, Kayla Matheny. Number 10,
Better turn that camera off.
Number 19,
I'm made for radio.
Kayla Joseph.
Throw in for Tabor College.
Here's the ball, Rachel. Get on, Joe.
We're now getting close to 10-minute mark, Lynn.
Yeah.
And no score yet. But Tabor's been putting some pressure on.
Oh,
Armand now.
I'm surprised he didn't call that a foul because she didn't extend her arm.
I think Coach Thompson would agree with you. Hurtado's pokes the ball away. Now we've got Bennett bringing the ball up the middle. Bennett's a very skilled player looking for Matheny. Kicked it just maybe a hair too soon.
Yeah, I was going to say she should have held it.
She could have kept going. Nobody was on her at the point, but you never know.
You got to make that defender commit, and that's when you make your move either. Depending how skilled you are and how quick, you could make them commit, blow past them, or, do that 1-2. Oh, my. Whew.
Long kick.
Oh, boy. Oh,
towards
boy.
the goal.
Oh, boy. Well done, Ruby. Come on.
Ruby with a high ball there. Again, having to go up and knock that ball away. A York player right there to try to get the rebound. And it'll be a corner throw in for York.
There's the replay. There she goes with her hops.
York player right there trying to get a foot on that ball, and Monroy comes and kicks it out. You love the replay, don't you?
Yeah, it's great. And I'm going to say, a women's soccer, goalkeeper in women's soccer, the kryptonite is the high ball, but, Ruby's doing really well with saving them. Oh, look, there's another angle of it. Yes, girl, get it.
Look at that.
Showcasing that, athletic ability. I feel like she had possession of the ball right there. She kind of, had it.
Hard to say.
At least from that angle, it looked like she had it, and the York player came.
If you were a player, you'd be going for it.
Yeah. Yes. I would, and get that foul.
Tabor now with Armand in the middle of the field. Gets it off to Dara. Dara drops it back to Hurtado. Hurtado looking out wide for Simpson.
Good ball movement.
Simpson's going to try to go down the line. Nobody's there.
I'll take that. Well done.
Nobody for Tabor was there, but a York player was there and knocked it out. So worked out good. Brianna Simpson now checking in for Tabor. Macy Dara taking a break.
Looks like
Oliveris also coming in for Tabor, and Kayla Matheny comes out.
Swing it, swing it, swing it, swing it. Touch, hit.
Hit it. Right there, shot on goal. Good job by Bennett coming in looking for a rebound. That one, she didn't get as much pace on that one as she did her last shot.
And it went more towards the keeper. She didn't really aim into the corners. As you know, most players are taught to,
Rojas looking out wide for Simpson, making an overlapping run. Ball flicked on. Now Rojas kicks it long. Nobody there. Tabor should be moving up, though. Trap by, well, not a trap by Simpson. Simpson to Simpson.
Oh, yeah.
Now Simpson to Hurtado. So you have two Simpsons in the game now. Hurtado out wide to Allie Simpson. Allie Simpson goes up towards Oliveris. Now Brianna Simpson drops it back, looking for Hurtado.
Oh, foul.
And there's a foul called.
I remember at one point in time we had two Simpsons, and it was like Allie Simpson and Grace Simpson, so I get confused. And then Bree came to visit, so it was like three Simpsons.
That would have been terrible.
Yeah.
And we're ready for the kick here by Bree Simpson. Ball knocked out by, I'm not sure, that ball was going out. I think if Joseph would have let it go, we'd have had a throw there, but now it's York throw. I think Joseph thought she could save it and maybe go down the line and get the ball back into the front of the goal. Substitutions for the Panthers. Number 19, number 10 coming in for the Panthers. Panthers lose it on the far side. It'll be a throw for the Blue Jays.
8 minutes left.
8 minutes till we go into extra time, which we were trying to avoid. Tabor's been putting a little more pressure on here, so let's see what happens. Oliveris on the far side.
Ooh.
I think she almost kept it in bounds. Not quite. Throw for York, although Tabor putting a lot of pressure on York now, trying to keep the ball down, and this Tabor's into the field. Hurtado with the trap. Bennett now with the ball. Gets it to the middle of the field. Simpson almost there, now kicked out. Tabor throw. Good idea by Bennett. Got it across the field. Maybe dropped it a little too deep, but now we got Bennett back on the ball again. Ball's going the wrong way.
I know. It's the other way.
Switch fields by Tabor, but unable to get it to the right place. Now Selly knocks it out wide to Allie Simpson. Now
way to recover, though.
Allie does a good job of coming in and recovering. Now Bennett comes in, gets the ball, called a foul on Allie Simpson. And Rachel Bennett wasn't very happy with that. She made a good play to come in from behind and stole the ball. Then there's a foul called after the ball was stolen.
So that was a soft foul, at least.
Any foul on us, I don't like.
Yeah.
We get the view from the goalie here on our screen. Coming right at us. And it's headed away by Armand, I believe. Now back towards the goal and picked up by Ruby Ann Fines. Quickly out to Bennett. Now Bennett Bennett overran the ball. Now York player overran the ball. Now would drop it off to Joseph, and Joseph will look up the line. Bennett now gets it to Hurtado in midfield. Hurtado with a man on. Gets it back out to Bennett. Bennett with a little bit of room now. Kicks long. Too long. Nobody there. And the goalie for York comes out, picks it up. York goalie wearing the neon green. Hurtado now picks the ball up off the fly, off the punt. Kicks it long, and let's see if Tabor can move up here and keep York down in this end of the field, and
just some high pressure and just keep them in that corner.
I'll take a goal. I don't care if it's a cheap goal, any goal. I'll take it.
A goal's a goal, right?
That's right. Foul on Hurtado. Tabor drops. Ball kicked away, out of bounds. Pressure by Bennett on the far side. Now Joseph with a throw, finds Hurtado. York picks it off, but now it's kept in play. And Simpson will boot it out of harm's way. Brianna Simpson trying to get there, couldn't quite make it. Now York coming back on this near side, down the sideline. Long kick into the goal mouth area. Araceli Wallace-Carmona with the head, knocks it way out. Long ball kicked towards the goalie again. And Ruby Ann finds there to pick it off. Those high balls scare me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Big kick by Fines. Picked up by York. Now picked off by Bennett. Lots of room to run now. Bennett coming up quickly. Gets it off to Oliveris. Now Oliveris back to Bennett. York defenders dropping back on their heels a little bit. Bennett still making a run here. Good move. Knocked out by York. It'll be a throw for Tabor.
Yep. We have 3 minutes. If you can get a goal in 3 minutes, that'll be great.
And we got substitutions for Tabor College. Danny Rojas and Oliveris coming off. Cubbin and Soltero coming on for the Blue Jays. So I guess we're switching out a little offense for offense. They're all offensive players. Maybe a little bit of speed.
Yep, I was going to say adding a little pace on those wings. Wow, that was an unlucky touch. Oh.
We're hoping to keep the ball down on that end. Now York making a run here. A little 2-on-2. Simpson making a sprint back for the backside help. York crosses.
Ooh.
Ball's knocked over the top of the goal. Too close for comfort.
Yep, I was definitely holding my breath right there.
Down to 2 minutes now. It's almost like we got caught, everybody got caught forward a little bit there, and then one miscue and York took off. York now controlling on their side. Hurtado steps up, knocks the ball out. Minute and a half left to play in this contest before we go into extra time. Simpson knocks the ball out. Bree Simpson. Bennett picks it off. Long kick by Bennett. Finds Soltero almost, and now thought Soltero was going to get there, but York got there, kicked it out wide.
That's a foul.
Foul called.
Is it
I thought the official pointed towards Tabor's way, but now he's pointing the other way. Well, I thought it was a foul on Tabor, but then he pointed this way, and I thought, well, maybe he saw something I didn't see. York now setting up for this free kick.
40 seconds away.
Ball's headed out by Tabor. York should be trying to get this in quickly. spending a little more time on it than I would. Crossed by York, knocked out by Tabor. Corner kick for York. And they're going to have to hurry to get this off.
Yeah, and it also depends on where's the ball person? Oh, the ball's over there. I'm like, what is happening? Away. Oh, boy.
And that is regulation time. We'll take a break here. All knotted up still. Same way we started the game, 0-0. We'll take a few minutes break and be back in a little bit.
Da-na-na, da-na-na.
We are back here in Hillsborough, Kansas for extra time. Tabor College women and the York Panther women going into extra time, all tied up here 0-0. Tabor women will continue to go south to north. Raina Saltero at the point, getting ready for the kickoff. Macy Dara, Darian Garrison, Hannah Armand to kick. Jackie Hurtado, Allie Simpson, Araceli Wallace, Carmona, Carla Monroy, and Kayla Joseph rounding out the lineup for the Blue Jays. Dara making a great run back to help on defense, gets the ball away. Now York gets it back. Dara now gets her toe in there on that one. Now she's got the ball. She's looking to go up the line to Saltero. Saltero getting past her defender, looking to drop it back to Dara. Now Dara looks inside, nobody there. Good idea, just nobody running in that spot. Big kick by York. Tabor back row comes up. Simpson knocks it towards the other direction, but now York comes on and gets it. Now Garrison picks it off, now gives it back. Simpson now on defense, trying to keep the ball out of the goal mouth of Fort Tabor. Now gets a long kick by her Araceli Wallace Carmona. Tabor's defense needs to come out. Long kick up towards the goalie for York. Now she'll bring it out and get it to her midfield, but Hurtado picks it off. Now Garrison in the middle with all kinds of room. Nobody talking to her, maybe. All she had to do is control the ball and turn, but she didn't. So I don't know if that means communication is lacking. When you get tired, you quit talking sometimes.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's hard to breathe and talk at the same time.
Long ball up there for York now. Long ball crossed in. Goes past the goalie, still in bounds, and I think York saves it on the far side. Headed out by Cubbin. Wallace Carmona with a boot from the 10-yard line up to the 30-yard line, almost a 60-yard punt. Picked up by the goalie. So if that would have been if somebody from Tabor would have been just happened to be standing up there, that would have been great. But now Hurtado gets the punt, and it's going to ride out of bounds. York throw on the far side at midfield. Joseph with the steal, gets it, tries to get it back up field to Cubbin, unable to do so. Throw in for York. Tabor now in control on the far sideline. Armand gets it, switches fields to Garrison. Garrison with the attempted long kick up to Saltero. Now it goes up again. York defense there. Tabor moving up quickly, but not quick enough. Cubbin coming on. Now Hurtado tries to trap it. That maybe is tougher than it looks.
Yeah.
Together for senior please.
York now with the ball in the far corner, looking for a cross of some kind. Tabor defense is right there. Garrison staying between the ball and the goal. Ball is finally crossed in. Kick towards the goal, and Ruby Ann finds in the right spot at the right time. Players starting to walk a little bit now after down to been playing for 95 minutes.
Yeah. So I bet their legs are killing them. But you got to fight through, especially at this point in time. It's all mental.
Looking for a through ball by Armand. Looking now, trying to head it. Now heads it towards the goal of the Panthers, but picked up easily by the Panthers. Now Armand gets it back. Looks for a cross, and it goes to the keeper. A little bit too close of a cross. I think it was a cross.
Yeah.
It meant to be a cross. Now Hurtado gets a foot on it. On the punt. Now York with control at midfield. Attempted cross again there by the York player with her left foot, unable to get it anywhere near the goal. It'll be a goal kick for the Blue Jays. Substitutions, number 4 coming in for the Panthers, and number 26, Oliveris, coming in for the Blue Jays. Garrison will take a break. Oliveris now with a big kick. Soltero running on. Goalie's going to pick it up easily. If you knew when those big kicks were coming, you could just take off running, but the problem is you never know when it's going to happen. Hurtado now in control at midfield. Big boot towards Soltero. Soltero's going to let it bounce. York player puts a head on it and gets it back towards her player in midfield. Now York in control at midfield. Dara making a run, coming back. Gets it to Hurtado at midfield. Hurtado looking for Soltero. Soltero with a trap. Gets it off to Armand. Now Armand looks up the sideline. Oh, good ball. Just once again, 3 inches higher, and it's a ball down in the corner to Cubbin, but York player jumps up and puts a hit on it. Now Wallace gets it up. Picked off by York. Wallace once again steps in. Now Cubbin trying to get it to Armand in the midfield. Oliveris picks it away now. Once again, Armand almost loses it. Keeps control, gets it out wide to Simpson. Simpson out wide to Dara. Dara looking to make something happen here. Gets it back to Hurtado in the middle. Hurtado stays with it. Gets it back to Simpson. Now Simpson decides to attack. Goes up the middle. Gets it out wide to Soltero. That's a good job by Simpson that time. Now Soltero
Just turned that corner.
Kicks and runs.
Lucky.
She had her beat around the corner, and then she toe touched it one more time, and the ball just took off on her. Good move there by Soltero. Goal kick by York. Gets clear out to the far side. Oliveris kicks it back to Hurtado. Now Hurtado looking out wide to Armand. Now Armand up to Soltero. Stolen away by York. Big kick. Now Selly comes up from her back row position. Tabor's defense doing a great job of getting back. Hurtado now steps in front. And Dara now
Just run through that.
can't quite get control of it.
You gotta be smart, especially when it's in the box.
That was close right there. Once again, Darrow stepping in front. Gets it off to Oliveris. Oliveris trying to get it out of the area there. Gets it all the way up the line. The ball stays in for a good 30 or 40 yards. Be a throw in for York. Good job by Oliveris just to get that ball out. Soltero takes a break now. Bennett comes in to play the point position for the Blue Jays. .30 seconds left in this first extra time period.
That was quick.
This whole game seems to have gone quick, but maybe we're just getting used to it.
Oh, wow.
16 seconds now for the Blue Jays to get something to happen here in this overtime period. Knocked out again by York. I don't think we're going to have time to do anything here.
No.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Simpson throws the ball in, and we are done with 10 minutes of extra time. We'll take another break here. Come back in 3 minutes, and we'll try it again. So the teams have switched fields now, and we're ready for another 10 minutes of extra time. Still knotted at 0-0. York Panthers will now kick off, wearing the all blue and black, blue jerseys, black shorts. Tabor College in the all white at home. Ball kicked out of bounds by York. It'll go Tabor's way. Throw in by Joseph here on the near side. Looking for Oliveris, finds her, heads it to Hurtado. Hurtado quickly gets rid of it with pressure to Simpson. Now Simpson brings it towards the middle, gets it out wide now to Cubbin. Now Cubbin back to Oliveris. Oliveris off to... Nice.
Cubbin's on this side.
Yeah. Oh, who was it over there? Dara? Okay. Nice sequence of passes there for the Blue Jays, but unable to get anything going forward. Now ball knocked away by Tabor. Tabor in control. Armand turns, finds Oliveris. Now Oliveris trying to figure out where to go with it. Gets it upfield for Armand, just a little bit too far away from her foot, and now York making her counterattack. Ball's knocked towards the goal, goes past the goal and out over the end line. We are in golden goal time. First team that scores wins the ball game. 8 minutes left now. 2 minutes already gone in this extra time. York putting a little pressure on Tabor. Armand throws her hands up like I didn't do anything, but then the referee, as soon as you do that, then you get a call. So,
or at least I didn't try to, or I didn't mean to.
Dangerous play here. Tabor now sets up a mini wall. But if a York player has gets a pretty good foot on this one, this could be pretty dangerous.
Looks like they're doing their 3-man, 2 people run over the ball thing.
It's not really fooling anybody at this point. I already know that number 10's taking the shot. See?
Yep.
Ball was kicked high.
Ooh.
And it is just a little too high. It wasn't a bad effort.
Not at all.
For the Blue Jays, Bennett and Kevin playing up front on the far side with the ball right now. Dara Oliveris in the middle with Armand and Hurtado. Hurtado now picks the ball off, gets it off to Oliveris. Oliveris crosses it over to Wallace. Now Armand kicks it out wide to Joseph. Armand kicking up long, looking for Bennett. Bennett running away from the ball, couldn't get there.
Just get behind the ball.
Little run here by York.
Turn.
Good job by Wallace Carmona to come and get that ball away from York. York putting more pressure on Tabor now in this half. Tabor had been kind of putting more pressure on York, but now it seems to go the other way. Kevin lets the ball run past her. York picks it off. Now Joseph tipping the ball away, but York gets it back.
Let her cross it.
Another cross. Ruby Ann finds right there for the Blue Jays. Four minutes gone in this in the second overtime period. Joseph now bringing the ball up.
Oh, that's our ball.
Let's throw in for Tabor. Joseph taking a little liberty there with the throw. Jumping ahead about 10 yards.
Run through that.
Yeah, you got to trap that one there. That one's one you got to bring down. And Hurtado unable to do that, but Tabor's defense getting back in position. Long ball headed away by Armand. Now Dara's got it. 2 girls on her. She gets it back and drops it to Simpson. Simpson back to Dara.
Ooh, I'm surprised he didn't call that foul.
Yeah, Dara loses it for a second, gets it back. Now Bennett running towards the ball. Now off to Armand. Armand drops it back. Tabor's going to switch fields. No, they try to go up the middle. Now Dara trying to go to Bennett again. Wallace stepping in behind as usual. This time Kevin has it. Knocked away from the ball for a second. Now gets it up to Bennett.
I'll play her.
Bennett loses it without getting a play on the ball. Now long ball by York. York has kind of been sleepwalking through the second half and the first overtime. Now all of a sudden they're have woken. Awoken the beast or something. Now Kevin comes back, makes a play. Should be a call. Should be a foul down there.
Yeah, he called it.
Down to 3:30 left in this second extra time period. Ball headed away by York out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for the Blue Jays. And Taylor Drake coming in now for Kayla Joseph.
Just run through that.
York just beating us to every ball at this point.
Don't stop, don't stop. Oh, well done,
Right.
Ruby.
Great job. Nice kick by the York Panthers. And Ruby able to knock that ball away. It'll be a corner kick for the Panthers. Watch the replay on this. A toast jabbing there a little bit at the ball, and Ruby just able to knock the ball over the top of the goal, and pretty good effort there by the Panthers. Ball's crossed in, headed away by the Blue Jays.
Away, well done. Keep just run through that.
Macy Darrow just continuing to harass the York Panthers. Now out wide again for York.
No service. That was some good
Kick
pressure
back
right
out.
there. Well done.
Good job by Oliveras coming in to knock the ball loose, or knock the ball out. Under 2 minutes now for the Blue Jays. It'll be a throw in for Tabor.
Just got to get out of there.
Drake with the throw from our own corner, and we do need to get the ball out of our defensive end here. And Hurtado gets a kick.
Just run. Woo.
Ball's kicked back towards the goal again.
Shield that out.
We should let that go out, and Araceli Wallace Carmona does. Be a goal kick for Tabor. And we are down to a minute 10. And we've got a timeout on the, I'm not sure what's going on.
Oh, blood.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I could see it all the way down here.
Yeah.
Oof. I wonder what happened. Is it her nose?
I don't know.
Or mouth?
Can't tell. Must be nose. Hannah Armand comes out. Looks like bloody nose, potentially. Goal kick for Tabor. Garrison running onto the ball. Now Oliveras kicks it long.
Just run through. Oof. Trying to be smart.
Tabor getting the ball down into the corner now.
Macy turning on the Jets.
Macy turned it on. It looks like we might get a corner out of this. Nope, they're pointing goal kick. 30 seconds left now in this contest.
I feel like that should have been a corner.
Tabor needs to bring everybody up. We need somebody in that can kick this one. Who's going to take this shot? Looks like Bennett's going to take it. A little high. Goes right over the top, and that's going to be the ball game, folks. Another tie for the Blue Jays.
Hey, that's the third game in a row.
Lots of ties for the Blue Jays these days. And that'll do it here at Reimer Field in Hillsboro, Kansas. Last home game of the year. The Tabor Blue Jays now go to 3 ties on the year. Unfortunate they couldn't
pull out a win.
Yeah, that'd be nice to end on a win at home, but it's better than a loss. A tie is better than a loss any day. So yeah, Ruby Ann Fines with a remarkable game in the goal for the Blue Jays.
Game. She played so well, and looks like they're about to announce the seniors, right? I believe so.
I believe that's right.
Next.
I think you're right. We could stay on here. Or we could let the PA guy do it. What?
They're going to keep streaming.
Okay.
please, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, Tabor College would like to recognize this year's women's and men's soccer seniors and their parents. We want to thank them for the many hours of hard work and determination and conditioning, practicing and competing for the Blue Jays. We'll start with the women. Our first senior is number 1, Ruby Ann Fines. She's the goalkeeper from Brookside, Nova Scotia. Her major is athletic training and exercise science.
Senior night here at Tabor College as the PA announcer is announcing the Tabor College seniors. The first one to be announced, Ruby Ann Fines, a senior from Nova Scotia,
and big in
goalkeeper.
attitude. Ruby has been a joy to coach these past 4 years. She's battled injuries and a crazy goalkeeping coach to become a top-level keeper, earning Defensive Player of the Week honors her senior year. She's always sure to tell you just what she thinks and has a drive to get better every day. It has been a pleasure to coach you these past 4 years, and I wish you all the best and congratulations on your engagement. Ruby Ann Fines.
Okay, I'll be done then.
Our next senior is number 17, Ashley Soso Lara. Sosa's forward from Mansfield, Texas, majoring in psychology. Her parents are Mike and Belinda Lara, and they are her escorts tonight. Coach Thompson says this: Soso is resilient. She has battled so much in her time at Tabor College, only to come out still standing in the end. Her heart and determination will always be remembered. Her passion and effort on the field will be missed. I have no doubt that she will go on to great success in her future. I may have tripled my gray hairs during your time here, but I am proud to have been a part of your journey. Ashley Lara. The next senior is number 21, Courtney Yoakum. Courtney's a midfielder from Valley Center, Kansas. She's an elementary education major. Her parents are Steve Yoakum and Kim Schneider. They're her escorts tonight. Coach Thompson says this: Courtney came to us as a transfer from Butler Community College and was an all-conference player in year 1. Her energy and work rate in the middle has been vital to the success of the team in her time here. I've aged a bit more during her time at Tabor, but being able to watch her grow into the young lady she is today has been special. We will miss your leadership and passion to play, but I have no doubt you will be a fantastic teacher and help the lives of so many going forward. Courtney Yoakum. Next up, number 22, Araceli Wallace Carmona. Araceli is a defender from Yucaipa, California. She's an elementary education major with a minor in special education. Her parents are Paul Wallace and Yiria Galavis. Her escorts tonight are Paul and Auntie Linda. Coach Thompson has this to say: blankets and winter coats in 70-degree weather, getting hurt on the first practice of your college career, all define how Sally's career started at Tabor College. She now has developed into an all-conference defender who is team leader on and off the field. I have watched her grow in so many ways. I could not be more proud of who she has become. I've coached few players that can win a ball as well as she can. There's not much that can get in her way to success, and I'm excited to see where she goes after Tabor. Araceli Wallace Carmona. Our next senior is number 26, Alexis Olivares. She's a midfielder from Little Elm, Texas. She's majoring in biology with a minor in psychology. Her parents are Christina and Marco Olivares, and they are with her tonight. Coach Thompson says this: Alexis, like Sally, had a rough start to her career with an injury in her first year, but she has battled back to become an indispensable player in the attack this year. She has some of the quickest and most skilled feet that I have ever coached. Many players have ended up on their backside in practice and in games trying to get the ball off of her feet. She has grown in confidence every year to become the player she is today. She may get lost in the academy practices, but I will never forget these last 4 years. Alexis Olivares. Our final female senior is number 54, Joy Ngiamu, the defender from Mwanza, Tanzania. She's a marketing and sports management major. Her parents are Primus and Judica. She's escorted today by Daryl and Charlene Driggers. Coach says this about her. The Tanzanian tornado. Joy came to Tabor College from Mwanza, Tanzania. She has brought so much to our team on and off the field. She has showed us her incredible passion for Christ and the game of soccer. Watching Joy play was scary and entertaining all in one. I never knew if she would win a tackle or break a player. Joy plays with a passion and energy, and I only wish we had her longer. Thank you for all you have brought to our team, and I wish you all the best as you head back to Tanzania to make change. Joy. This time we'd invite all the other parents of Tabor College women's soccer players to stand and be recognized. And we thank you all for your support of your daughters at Tabor and beyond.
Hey Michael, you want to get the men? Michael, you want to get the men?
And now, we'd like to recognize this year's men's soccer seniors and their families. Our first male senior is number 6, Miguel Castillo. Miguel's a midfielder from Wiley, Texas, majoring in marketing. His parents are Miguel and Gabriela Castillo. He's being escorted by Bryce and Henry. Coach Brubaker says this: Miguel has been an important member of our team for the past 4 seasons. He worked very hard to be a varsity contributor during his 4 years, including starting a number of games. He's had some big moments for our team, including scoring a very important and memorable goal late in the conference season last fall. I'm very proud of the contributions Miguel has made to our team. Miguel Castillo. Next up, we have a pair of seniors. Number 9, David Reyes, and number 13, Benicio Herrera. David is a forward from Chicago, Illinois. Benicio, the defender from Bakersfield, California. David's a major in strength and conditioning. His parents are Mariano and Teresina Reyes. They're escorting each other. Coach Brubaker says this about David. David joined us last fall and had an immediate impact on our attack. He combines incredible pace with a fantastic work rate. He works as hard as any forward I've ever had. He also has been a tremendous teammate and a member of our team. He has fit seamlessly into our team culture, and I have truly enjoyed the opportunity to coach David these past 2 seasons. Coach Brubaker says this about Benicio. Vinny joined us last fall after a very successful junior college career. He hit the ground running in our program and has been a regular starter in the back line during his time in our program. Vinny has been an excellent leader in our defense with his experience and understanding of the game. He always brings a great competitive attitude and can be counted on each and every time he takes the field. David Reyes and Benicio Herrera. Next up, we have number 10, Oscar Moyano. Oscar is a defender for Bogota, Colombia. His major is accounting, finance, business management. His parents are Oscar Alberto Moyano and Maria Fernanda Nieto. He's being escorted tonight by Maddie Bird. Coach Brubaker says this: Oscar is finishing a very successful 4-year career at Tabor. He has been a 4-year starter and a standout player each season, including being a second-team all-conference player last fall. Off the field, Oscar is equally successful, having been a 3-time academic all-conference player and a 2-time NAIA academic all-American. Oscar has provided some very memorable moments during his career, including the overtime game-winning goal in the conference quarterfinals last year. He's had a tremendous career, and his contributions will be difficult to replace. Oscar Moyano. Our final senior is number 55, Cameron Martinez. A defender from Perry, Iowa. Cameron's major is criminology and restorative justice. His parents are Claudia and Jorge Martinez, and they are escorting him tonight. Coach Brubaker says this: Cameron joined our program as a transfer last fall and has been a steady contributor each season. He plays much bigger than his stature and never shies away from a challenge. He has a great personality that instantly made him a well-liked member of the team. Cam has worked hard in the classroom as well and should be recognized as both a KCAC All-Academic player as well as an NAIA Academic All-American. It has been a pleasure working with Cameron, and we will miss his game day introduction waves. At this point, we'd invite all other parents of Tabor College men's soccer players to stand and be recognized. Again, we thank you for your support of your sons throughout this season and their time at Tabor and beyond. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2019 Tabor College men's and women's soccer seniors.